Hi, it's Carrie, and today we're going to be using these products from the October Hedgehog Hollow box to create a fun dip dye project. I'll be using this gingham ribbon at the end, and also some watercolor markers. I have here some Bristol smooth paper, and I'm using my VersaFine Onyx Black ink because this is waterproof ink, so we can use it with our watercolor markers. This is a Nuvo water brush in medium, and I like to get it started on my hand here, but I'm using a couple of different colors of these Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I'll list the colors on the screen here, but you can see I have a blue and I have a purple for this cute little ghost. And I start by putting some clean, clear water on the ghost from the water brush, and then go all the way down to the bottom and move it on up into the water. I like to let the water do a little bit of the work here, and you'll see at the end it creates this really neat dip dye look. It's fun to use a couple of different colors because then at the end you'll see both the purple and the blue shine through. On the second ghost I'm using a shade of green and also a shade of kind of a teal green color or blue green. And again, I'll get the ghost wet with the water brush and then pull that color up slowly, wiping it off in between. So you'll see the majority of the color down near the bottom of the ghost. Aren't they cute? I'll add a little color to her bow here and also a little bit to their tongues. I did use just kind of like a light pink color for that. You can't really see it very well in the picture here, but I also did a little bit on their cheeks. And then I'm just gonna spread that a little with the water, and look how cute they turned out. Here's a little close-up for you. There you go. And I'm gonna set those aside to dry, but I also wanted to tell you this technique is really great for other things like leaves and pumpkins. And so I just chose some really fun fall colors and just a couple colors for each one. And here I'm just kind of playing around, and I encourage you to just pick some colors, don't be too picky, and just see how it turns out together, because sometimes it'll surprise you. This is just the same process we did before, adding a couple of stripes at the bottom and then getting the entire image wet with the water brush and pulling that color up so that you have a good variation of color. This one I'm going to use a couple different colors as well, and as you will see, it didn't turn out as dark as I thought it would be, and so I let it dry and then I went and added some more color later. So you'll see that in just a minute. On this last leaf, I thought it would be fun to do some browns, and so there's a couple of different colors here, and I thought they blended really well together, and this is kind of a complementary trio here. So I'm just finishing blending out that last leaf, and then I'm going to add a little of that green to the trunk of the pumpkin. And here's where I decide to add some extra layers of color to this first leaf. So it's so great with these watercolor markers. You can continue to add color or take it away even by just dabbing it off with your paper towel. They're really fun to work with. I hope this is encouraging you to give this technique a try. It's really quite fun, and you can use almost any colors together. Look at these blues and purples. We've got some greens. Now here's the polka dot acetate that came in that Hedgehog Hollow October box, and I'm just going to cut a small piece of it to cover the opening of this treat bag. This is the Lawn Fawn treat bag that I'm using here, and I've cut this out of paper that I already had in my stash. And now I'm just going to use some score tape on the front side of the acetate, and I'll remove those backer sheets there, and then I'll just attach it to the opening. You're not going to see that score tape because it's behind that. And now I'll just put the rest of the bag together really quick. It's such an easy bag to assemble, and I think that it works really well with these images that came in the box. So you'll just see me assembling this here. I already have pre-made the one with the ghosts, and this is the one for the pumpkins and the fall theme. So I'll just remove the backing on the bottom there, attach the two together, and then remove the sides and line those right up. Very quick, very easy. Now look at how when I put this back together, I am going to really, through the magic of editing, cut these leaves and pumpkins real quick. And look how cute they look on this gift bag. I'm just going to use a little of this 3M foam tape to pop them up to add a little dimension. And on the pumpkin itself, I'll add 2 layers of the foam tape. So it actually has a little more dimension than those leaves and just adds that little pop. So cute. Here's the ghost one I've already put together. And then I just added some of these fun pumpkin candies to those little bags. Such a fun and easy gift. And look at those ghosts. Super cute. Thanks for joining me today. I hope I've inspired you, and I'll see you next time.